Okay, electromagnet. Okay, we are going to do a two section lah. I saw video. I saw there's a video. It must be some problem, but I thought the new handphone is some problem, but it's no problem. So I'll give the two videos lah. One video 40 minutes, another video. Okay. Second video. Okay, electromagnet. It acts as a magnet when current flow through solenoid. Okay, what is this electromagnet? Electromagnet like this. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to draw this suddenly. Okay. 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 This is a battery. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. Now this one we call this one as a soft iron core. Soft iron core. And this one we call it solenoid. Solenoid means it's a wire, like copper wire. Yeah, wound around. Bundling, okay, wound. Copper wire. Okay. Copper wire wound around soft iron core and solenoid. Consists of solenoid and soft iron core called electromagnet. Electromagnet consists of soft iron core and solenoid. It's not like cardboard like we saw previously. Saw cardboard. Okay, but this is not cardboard. This is soft iron core. What you call besi lembut, keratan besi lembut and solenoid. Okay, and when current flow, this current flow. Okay, when current flow, this suddenly become magnetized. Suddenly become magnetized. Okay, become magnetized. So we call this one temporary magnet. It's a temporary magnet. Okay, it's a temporary magnet. Okay, the temporary magnet. Okay, temporary magnet means when the current flows in the solenoid, then only it magnetizes. When the current is cut off or current is cut off from the solenoid or current is no more solenoid, then it's losing all its magnetism. Okay, so it's a temporary magnet. Unlike the permanent magnet. Permanent magnet is current is there or no current is there, is always magnetized. Okay, I will come to the how to make a permanent magnet short while. Okay, but this is a permanent. This is an electromagnet. Is a temporary magnet. Okay, it acts as a magnet when current flow through solenoid. When current doesn't flow through solenoid, it become ordinary besi lembut, ordinary soft iron, ordinary soft iron. It's not magnet. Okay, and we call it the two reason why is soft iron core is used. Number one, it magnetizes easily. It magnetizes easily and immediately when current flow through solenoid. So it magnetizes easily and immediately when current flow through solenoid. This is very important, very important to understand soft iron core and electromagnet, because there's some questions later part. We do some questions, tricky questions lah. Okay, soft iron core and solenoid are called electromagnet. So electromagnet is a temporary magnet. So why they use soft iron core instead of steel? Why they use soft iron core? Soft iron core, it magnetizes easily and immediately when current flow through solenoid. Not only that, another aspect of soft iron core, another nature of soft iron core, it is demagnetized easily and immediately when electric current is cut off. Okay, there's a two nature of soft iron core. Very important natures of soft iron core. First nature, four characteristic of the soft iron core: it magnetized easily and immediately. It's not only easily, it's immediately become magnet. When current flow through it. When current flow through solenoid. And second characteristic, it is demagnetized. Demagnetized means losing all its magnetism. Hilang kemagnetannya. So it become ordinary besi, ordinary soft iron core. Ordinary soft core. It is demagnetized easily and immediately. The word is, you must mark the word immediately. The word you must mark the word immediately. Okay, it magnetizes immediately when current flow through it. It demagnetizes immediately also when current is cut off. It loses all its magnet immediately. For example, okay, when current flow, and when we bring some this magnet, it's become very strong magnet, and we can bring some iron things, some ferrous things, something like thumbtacks or nail, some iron things. So the iron things will stick to it. Because the magnet attract. This is immediately become magnetized when current flow. When current is cut off, then it loses magnetism immediately. The soft iron core or electromagnet loses its magnetism immediately. That means all these things will drop. All these things will drop one shot. They will drop. Because it's become ordinary besi biasa. It's become a soft iron core, a normal soft iron core. Normal soft iron core cannot attract another iron. Soft iron core cannot attract another iron. Only magnet can attract the iron. Magnet can attract the ion. So it become magnet when current flow through it. So it attract. When demagnetized, when current is cut off, it's demagnetized immediately. That means all the ion things which is attracted or attached to the electromagnet will drop immediately. One drop, one shot. Okay, this is the soft ion core. Electromagnet is soft ion core and solenoid. But I will teach you some little bit about permanent magnet. It's not important, but we have to learn something lah. Okay, because the difference is sometimes some questions ask the permanent magnet and what do you call it, electromagnet or temporary magnet. Temporary magnet and permanent magnet. What is the difference? Okay, and this one, this one. Okay. Okay, this one is a magnet. Okay, this one is a steel. This one steel, and this one solenoid. Instead of a soft iron core, if they use steel, what happens? Instead of soft iron core, they use steel. What happened? Steel and solenoid. Okay. This one current flow. This current flow. This one. The steel become magnetized, but doesn't it become magnetized? We call it not immediately. Soft iron core become magnetized immediately when current flow, but still it will take some time to become magnet. Still takes some time to become magnet, or we call it a delay in making magnet, or became slow in become magnet. Slow, okay, because it takes some time to become magnet. So after some time, it become magnet. Steel and soft iron core. Please understand, very important. Soft iron core become electromagnet or magnet immediately when current flow. Immediately, the word immediately when soft iron core used. But still become magnet. It's become magnet, but delay become magnet lah. Or delay or take some time to become magnet. So few minutes or few seconds, okay, become magnet. So it become magnet. So the iron things, it will become magnet. It will become magnet. Okay, attract iron things for thumbtacks or nail or thumbtacks, or we call it a stapler bullet. Okay, it's like iron things. Iron thing attacks iron things. Okay, what happened? Current cut off. Current is cut off. Still lose electromagnetism little by little. Still will lose electromagnetism. Its magnetism little by little, or delay in losing electromagnetism. Unlike the soft iron core. Soft iron core, when current is cut off, it loses magnetism immediately. Immediately become besi lembu biasa. Immediately become soft iron core, normal soft iron core. Okay, but still will become magnet also slowly when current flow through it, and lose its magnetism also slowly when current cut off. So it will still stick. Even though current is no more, it's still magnetism, still magnet. But current is cut off, lose magnetism little by little, so it will drop one by one. So it drop one by one. Unlike just now we saw soft iron core become magnet immediately when current flow through it. So it attract all iron things. When the current is cut off in soft iron core, it loses magnetism immediately. So it drop immediately. All the magnet things, all the iron things does not attract, immediately drop immediately. But still it's not like that. Still slow become magnet. Slow become magnet. Slow become magnet. Slow become magnetism. Slow become magnet, and slow also become demagnet. Okay. Still, repeat again. Still become magnetized. Still become magnetized slowly when current flow through. When current is cut off, it loses electromagnetism also slowly. That is still. Soft iron core magnetized immediately when current flow. Demagnetized immediately when current cut off. So please understand this one, very important, very important. I stress this point again and again because I know the questions. We know the questions. How the question? The question will ask you and steel and electromagnet, steel and soft iron core, steel and soft iron core. Okay. In the steel they using in making a permanent magnet lah. Okay, they're using a steel and solenoid, and they make the current flow for such a long period of time. For example, 10 days current flow. For example, 10 days. I don't know the days, I don't know the duration, but I said telling you, okay, current flow for 10 days. 10 days current flow, continue current flow. Then still you take the steel out from the solenoid. You take the steel out from solenoid, the steel become permanent magnet. Unlike soft iron core, if you put instead of this one soft iron core, if you put soft iron core, you allow the current to flow continuously for 10 days. Soft iron core, if you use soft iron core, allow the current flow in the soft iron core through the solenoid for 10 days continuously. At the end of the 10th day, when you take the soft iron core from solenoid, it become what? Become ordinary soft iron core back. Become a soft iron core because besi lembut biasa. It's besi lembut, soft iron cannot attract any iron things, cannot. So soft iron core, even 10 days or how many days you allow the current to flow continuously, the moment you cut off, you stop the current, and 10 days later you take the soft iron core, it becomes soft iron core biasa, or soft iron core, ordinary soft iron core. It's not become electromagnet. As long as current flow, it become electromagnet. As long current flow, it's electromagnet. But if you take from solenoid, take out from solenoid or take out from the current, it become ordinary soft iron. But still it's not like that. Still, after 10 days, you are allowing the current to flow continuously. You take the steel out of the solenoid or take out from the current, it become permanent magnet. Something like permanent magnet lah. It's not permanent so much, but it's permanent magnet. Okay, you understand? Okay, now you understand very well important, soft iron core and steel. Soft iron core is used in making of electromagnet or temporary magnet. Steel is used in making of permanent magnet. Steel are used in making of permanent magnet. Okay. Now we are going to learn some application. Okay, the application of what do you call it, application soft, where they use application. Okay, we have learned application, 5 applications we have learned. The first application is electromagnetic lifting machine. Second one, electric relay. Electric relay or electromagnetic relay. Yeah? Number third one, earpiece of telephone. The fourth one, circuit breaker. And the fifth one is electric bell. I will teach about electric bell more detail. Okay, but today I'm not going to teach today. I'm going to teach you another day, another week. Okay, electric bell more detail. Okay, electromagnetic lifting machine, electric relay, electromagnetic lifting machine, electric relay, earpiece of telephone, circuit breaker, electric bell. Electric bell we have to learn more detail because electric bell sometimes question comes in exam. Electric bell, but all these things important, but electric bell is more important. Here, electromagnetic lifting machine. Electromagnetic lifting machine, you learn something like besi buruh lah. We call it the old iron. We call it besi buruh lah. Besi buruh. That one, something like crane. Okay, this one. Okay, this one something like crane. And this inside there's a soft iron core with a coil. Soft iron core with a we call it soft iron core with a solenoid. Okay, when the current flow through it, it's become magnetized. So it make the iron things, steel iron things, ferro things, steel bars or steel pillars. Take some take pillars, attack pillars, so heavy things. So electromagnetic lifting machine, you must have seen this one, electromagnetic lifting machine. Okay, so iron things, attract iron things. So when current is cut off, the iron thing will drop. Okay, so this one is something like we call it the car. We call it demolish the whole cars or destroy the whole cars. They take the cars. This current flow, the car lifted up, and current cut off, car is dropping. So this is electromagnet used in electromagnetic lifting machine. They use this one. Okay, next one, electric relay. Something like you have seen this one, electric relay in aircon switch. The green button, the red button. So we can hear when you press the aircon, big aircons in office, schools, big aircons. They have a green button, red button. It's a relay. They put it relay separately. The relay is supposed to connect higher current for the motor of the aircon. Higher current, because they don't want human to touch directly the current, because higher current is can electric shock lah. So they relay. So they press the green button. You can hear something like sound, something like a joint. So the joint, it will join. I will teach about this relay and all this earpiece, but more detail about end of the we call it end of lessons or when we do questions lah. Okay, and the relay, something like relay, green button. When you press the green button, something like connect. So it connect two iron piece connect, and that connected to the higher current flow through the motor of aircon. So this one the human doesn't want human to touch directly the higher current. Okay, involve higher current lah. So and when the higher current is on to the current supplied to the motor of aircon, the motor works. Aircon works. Okay, when you press the red button, what happened? Something like a disconnection. So disconnected. So higher current will be disconnected. So higher current connected by green button, relay green button. So red button is a disconnection of higher current for the motor of a what do you call it, aircon. But relay can use in so many ways. The relay, we be using relay. We be learning relay next chapter also. Next chapter, electronic also we learn relay. So this one is using electromagnet, using electromagnet, because when the current flow is become magnetized immediately. When current disconnected or current is we call it cut off, is disconnected immediately. So there is relay or electromagnetic machine. They're using electromagnet or using soft iron coil inside. Okay, it's all application of electromagnet, application of soft iron core, application of soft iron core, application of electromagnet. So electromagnet or application of soft iron core, you can magnetize immediately when current flow through. Demagnetize immediately when current is cut off. Okay. And the earpiece of telephone, I will teach about this later also. Earpiece of telephone also, the telephone, the one we are taking the what you call landline, the landline phone. It's not handphone, landline phone. Earpiece, the telephone, hearing part. Speaking, hearing. Speaking is using electromagnetic induction. Speaking, electromagnetic induction, and hearing is electromagnet. Hearing, electromagnet. I will teach about this more detail later. And circuit breaker, something like a circuit breaker in the house. Circuit breaker, when the what do you call it, thunderstorm or something like a trip or something like a overcurrent in the house, can trip can happen. Can we have to reset again? Trip. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is electric circuit breaker, also using electromagnet. And electric bell, I'll teach you more detail about this next class. So very, very important. We have to learn electric bell. So next class, maybe I cover some of the things, okay, and electric bell also, okay. And thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much.